Hey guys, so as inspired by Dan Howell, which I'm aware that plenty of other YouTubers have done this, but he was like the only one I've actually seen the entire video of, I'm gonna make a video about my first times. I left my TV on out in the living room and it's playing Markiplier's Fatal Frame videos, and I can hear it. I wonder if you guys can. You guys probably can't. My microphone's not that good. But yeah, if you guys do hear something like screaming or something in the mere distance, it's Mark being scared out the wazoo. And by the way, voice is completely gone. So much for doing a cover this week, right? I still have to do that. I have a cover in mind that I really want to do, but I can't sing. Anyway, I'm getting seriously sidetracked. Let's do this. First pet. I had a dog named Casper. We got him when I was like 5 or something like that. And he ended up like crawling out from under the fence and he got hit by a car. Yeah, we didn't have him for very long. Yeah, it wasn't exactly happy times, I'm sorry. First kiss. My first kiss wasn't until about age 14 or 15. Yes, I know that's pretty lame, but I literally did everything. I mean, he didn't even kiss me back. It was it was pretty bad. And yes, I can say that because I don't even think he remembers anyway. But yeah, kissing didn't really last long with him. But the funny thing is, I'm actually a lot of people's first kiss. Like, I mean, they weren't my first kiss. Obviously, you only have one first kiss. But I was their first kiss. And I'm actually kind of confident about that because, like, whenever they talk about it, they're actually pretty proud. Like, yeah, this person's my first kiss. Like, I must be a pretty good kisser. First date. I actually have not really been on many dates. Whenever I was with somebody, we never really went out because reasons. And when we would like date, I mean, we just kind of like go to each other's places and hang out. Yeah, I never really did dates. I mean, I guess there was some guy I met online that I went on a date with. We met at Starbucks. He was like super nervous, but I got him talking after a little while. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad first date, I guess. I'm sorry if the camera view keeps moving. My camera just doesn't seem centered. First YouTube subscription. The only reason I threw this one in here is because I actually remember which one it was. And it was Piscadelic Snake. It's psychedelic spelled wrong. And I actually thought he meant to spell it psychedelic until he actually started calling himself Piscadelic Snake. I'm like, oh, so it's actually supposed to be Piscadelic. Okay. I ended up getting online and going to YouTube and looking up Fatal Frame playthroughs. Ironically, that's what I was watching earlier. He made these games completely bearable for me to watch. I'd have to say that I completely blame him for my obsession with the games, too. He's the only reason I could sit through them because he'd make me laugh even though it was a terrifying game. He was the very first person I'd ever subscribed to on YouTube, and to this day, I'm still subscribed to him. On my personal account, that is. First time I nearly died. This one was on Dan's list, and I thought I'd throw this one in here too, because whenever I was less than a year old, just learning how to walk, I was walking under the trampoline when my sisters were jumping on it. One of them had landed on my head and could have, being the key term there, they could have broken my neck. I didn't die, obviously, and it didn't break my neck, obviously. I only broke my leg. It actually went down and it broke my, this bone here. What's that one? Femur. Yeah. Everyone says that's the worst bone to break, too, and I broke it when I was less than a year old. First memory. My first memory is actually from a very long time ago. I don't know how old I was. It was before my parents had gotten divorced, so it had to have been before I was age 5. But I also think it was before my brother was born, so it was probably before I was around age 3. But I don't remember if my brother was born or not, and that would have been a big factor of figuring out how old I was. But what happened was I was upstairs in my room, which was on the second floor of this house, and from down below, I ended up hearing this really huge thud. I go downstairs to see our TV sitting on the ground, and it was a big TV. I mean, the screen itself was big, but it wasn't like just like a big plasma screen TV, guys. It was an old TV. It had the big box on the back of it, too. Well, it was just sitting on the ground, and like, it wasn't plugged in or anything, and all I remember is seeing my dad pick it up and say, all I did was this, and he dropped it on the ground and it shattered. I don't know why he did it, and I don't know why I remember. First video game, I mentioned it in my last video, it was either Ratchet & Clank or Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, both of them for the PlayStation 2. First car, a 2000 silver Ford Focus. That thing got me from point A to point B for over 2 years. His name was Jackson Dean Haddock III. Man, do I miss him. Rest in peace, Jackson. And finally, first broken heart. Well, luckily, my heart's only ever been broken once. And it was after my longest relationship had come to an end. I was with this guy for a year and 2.5 months. And he had just broken up with me. That is not what broke my heart, by the way, guys. Listen here, okay? Because it wasn't long after we had broken up that I had gotten on Facebook to see he was in a relationship, which, everyone knows seeing an ex in a relationship always hurts. It always kind of sucks. But what hurt the most about this is that it was my best friend. Yeah. Girl code. Are you kidding? You don't do that! I'm not salty about it anymore. I just kind of joke about it anymore. Her and I actually still talk, so, we didn't for a very long time, but anyway, getting on to a different subject. But yeah, that was a list of my first times. I know most of the other YouTubers, put, on their Facebook page, for people to suggest, questions of their first times and things like that, but I thought I'd just throw together a list of my own, and a lot of it was inspired by Dan's video. Shocker there. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. So, thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to check out my last gaming video or subscribe to when we make a new vlog, click the annotations on the screen. For you mobile users, the links will be in the description below, as well as any of the links to any other social media if you become a proper stalker. You can click those links now because this video is over. Bye, guys. I don't think that there's a YouTuber who has told the story about their first time having sex. I could be wrong, but the title of this video actually kind of implies that, which is what I find really funny.